And thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. Tonight, our Boomtown coverage continues as we examine the growth here in our region. Tonight, we are focusing on one Spokane intersection notorious for crime, drug use, and violence.
Two churches near 2nd and Division say the lawlessness was never this bad in the past, but now pastors are struggling to find a balance between helping those in need and securing their churches. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk reports tonight.
First impressions are important, and when visitors get off I-90, their first view of Spokane is usually the intersection of 2nd and Division.
We have to pick up every single day, and especially on Sunday, trash, human waste, drug paraphernalia.
Miles Rohde is the lead pastor at Redemption Church.
Had a guy who was saying out loud he's looking for a box cutter so he can murder someone.
2 years ago, a shooting across the street interrupted his sermon.
Everybody just stay here.
He says things weren't this bad 9 years ago when his congregation moved into the building.
We had some homeless here, but predominantly they were genuinely homeless, just in need of things. There wasn't a big drug activity.
His church now has to vet every person they let in.
And we have to do it because we have so many kids.
Their insurance premium has also skyrocketed from $900 a month to $3,200.
We're not really able to do the ministry that we've been called to do because of all the hindrances, that we're experiencing.
This September, Spokane police began increasing patrols in the area.
We are determined to make this area another success story.
On Monday, Rohde says police cleared out this homeless camp outside the church. He knows officers can only do so much, especially when the jail is on a red light status.
And what it means is that the jail literally does not have the capacity or the ability to accept a new arrestee into the facility. And that means that officers can be sitting with prisoners for 5 hours. The importance of being able to book somebody into jail is not because we necessarily believe that, arrests are the sole way of curing the issues that we're seeing. They are not.
However, Corporal Nick Briggs says when someone is behind bars, they aren't using drugs or breaking windows.
Jail provides that interface, so it makes people interact with the institutions that can ultimately help them.
You have those that want to be helped and those that don't.
Amos Atkinson is the assistant pastor at Calvary Baptist Church, just 2 blocks east of 2nd and Division.
As they've cleaned up that area, they just pushed them here towards 3rd and Cowley and out.
He says churches shouldn't need barbed wire, but Calvary Baptist spent roughly $13,000 to secure their parking lot and other parts of the church.
Last week, I had to run 2 guys literally off the porch that was sitting up here in the corner getting high on our steps. So it's just a vicious cycle that our churches are dealing with.
Calvary Baptist has no plans to move.
No. We will be 134 years old February.
Redemption Church is a different story.
In January, we put it on the market, and we've had very, very little interest because of the location. I don't know how that problem is ever going to be fixed, certainly not with money being thrown at it. But we're dealing with a moral crisis as well.
In Spokane, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
As our Boomtown coverage continues, tomorrow morning we are taking a look at the transformation of the North Bank. Between the arena, the podium, and One Spokane, millions of dollars have been invested in these projects.
We've been a hidden gem for a long time, and now we're kind of coming out from hiding.
KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is telling us how much money they're projected to bring into our local economy tomorrow morning on Up with KREM. And to watch any of our Boomtown content, make sure to visit our streaming platform, which is KREM 2 Plus. It is free to download right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.